plane crash that happened in Washington, D.C., like not even like an hour ago or something like that. It seems to be breaking. A plane went right into a police helicopter. This plane had 60 people. And now I'm getting word that it was a Black Hawk helicopter. That it was a Black Hawk helicopter, apparently, that crashed into a passenger jet. This is insane. That's from the quartering here. We have Fox News right now going over this. Let's go see what they have to say about this. This is your boy Kicking It with Timmy B. We're getting some breaking news here.
And welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. I'm Andrew Kraft. We do have some breaking news right now of a really scary incident there happening at Reagan International Airport in the Washington, D.C. area. That's from our Fox 5 Skycam.
I heard this plane crashed into the Potomac. Right. Into the Potomac River. That's insane.
Right now, according to DC Fire and EMS, I want to put this tweet up here. Take a look at what they are reporting, that confirmed that a small aircraft is down in the Potomac River vicinity near Reagan National Airport. They say fireboats are on the scene, and you can see just how massive of a emergency management response is going on right now. So it's about 9:18 there in the nation's capital. If you're familiar with Reagan, if you're familiar with DCA, you know that parts of the tarmac are right near the Potomac River shore, and that is what we are learning, that confirmed, according to DC Fire, that a small aircraft is down in the Potomac River vicinity of Reagan Airport. Fireboats are on the scene. So I want to be very precise with our language here. I'm not entirely sure if that means that this small aircraft is down in the Potomac, fully near the Potomac, or say near the tarmac, near the Potomac at DCA here. So we are working to get all of that confirmed. Those are the questions I have right now. But they did confirm that fireboats are on the scene. So whatever emergency management response this is, those fireboats have been deployed for their relevant tasks, whether or not that is trying to rescue the aircraft, those on board the aircraft, and the like here. So we're going to stay in this. This is the only shot that we have right now. Some of our Fox 5 DC colleagues are also working to learn more details here. Take a look at this. From Shirin Raji there, saying confirmed small aircraft down in the Potomac River near Reagan. Fireboats on the scene. Reagan National saying all takeoffs and landings have been halted at DCA. Now the terminals remain open. Okay, so another new piece of information. It seems like a ground stop is in place there at Reagan International Airport. Yes, the terminals remain open, but no planes are landing, no planes are departing right now as we speak at Reagan. Let's take it back live here. This is our vantage point from this Fox 5 Skycam looking over the Potomac near Reagan. And you can...
says CNN breaking news, defense officials confirm U.S. Army Black Hawk was involved in the crash. What is going on right now? Why is there Black Hawk helicopters flying in the planes? Or why are there planes flying in the helicopters? Like, the FAA is pretty good with communicating with folks and navigating the air traffic control. Like, what's going on? Trump briefed on military helicopter and jet incident near DCA. Press secretary says White House press secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed that President Trump has been informed about an incident involving a military helicopter and a regional jet near Washington, D.C.'s DCA airport during a brief interview with Sean Hannity on Fox News Wednesday night. Which Sean Hannity, we were supposed to react to this video. Apparently Sean Hannity had an interview with Volodymyr Zelensky. I think that's how you pronounce his first name, and that's like the first interview I think he's ever done on Fox News, and we were supposed to watch that. Anyway, back to this. He goes, quote, there are many agencies that are working on this response right now. Or she goes, I think this is the press secretary, quote unquote. There are many agencies that are working on this response right now. Both federal and local law enforcement are working together on the ground to try to save as many lives as possible. Oh man, that's crazy. And the president will continue to monitor the situation, Levitt said, urging the public to remain calm and follow guidance from law enforcement as they work to respond to the situation. Oh man. So it's like the people in the helicopter are gone, the people in the plane, like what's going on right now? This is crazy. Urging the public to remain calm and follow guidance and law enforcement as they work to respond to the situation. The thoughts and prayers of the entire Trump administration are with all those involved. Agencies launched search and rescue in the Potomac. This was 8 minutes ago. DC police said it was coordinating a search and rescue in the Potomac River along with other agencies after receiving reports of a passenger plane crash. In a joint statement with DC Fire and MPD police said there is no there's no confirmed information on casualties at the time. The statement said police began receiving calls at 8:53 p.m. local time about an an aircraft crash above the Potomac River. This was 23 minutes ago. Kansas senators in contact with authorities about plane crash in the Potomac River. Senator Jerry Moran and Roger Marshall of Kansas say that they are in contact with authorities after news that a plane that crashed in the Potomac was coming from Wichita, Kansas. Learning that a plane inbound from Kansas was involved in a crash at DCA. I'm in contact with authorities, Moran posted on X. Please join me in praying for all those involved. Marshall said he has seen, quote, reports of the collision with a DC helicopter and inbound flight from Wichita, Kansas. We're in contact. The plane, this was 23 minutes ago. This is CNN News, Ross Levitt. Plane collided mid-air with Sikorsky H-60 helicopter while approaching runway. FAA. That's crazy. A passenger aircraft that crashed into the Potomac near Reagan National Airport outside of Washington, D.C. collided mid-air with the Sikorsky H-60 helicopter while on approach to the runway. The Federal Aviation Administration said in a statement the plane was a Flight 5342 for American Airlines and was a PSA Airlines Bombardier CRJ 700 regional jet. It departed from Wichita, Kansas earlier on Wednesday. The National Transportation Safety Board is leading the investigation along with the FAA. The FAA said a statement is based on preliminary information and subject to change. 33 minutes ago, DC police say crash does not involve police helicopter. 44 minutes ago, Reagan National Airport is closed following plane crash. It is closed. 25 minutes ago, passenger aircraft. Okay. So we are up to date with that. I'm gonna leave that link in the description below. That was with CNN. Let's get back to this.
How many of those flashing lights there are on the scene? So remember, details are very preliminary at the moment. Information is very scarce at the moment. We do not know what type of aircraft went down. All we know is it is a small aircraft, according to DC Fire. We don't know how many people were on board that said small aircraft. And hopefully those details will become more apparent in the minutes and hours ahead. So as you know, in the DC area, 3 major airports serve the DC area. Reagan, also known as DCA. Then you got Dulles. And then you, of course, have Baltimore Airport as well, not too far away. But you can see there a lot of flashing lights, a lot of sirens. Appears they're all kind of congregated there. We also have somewhat of a zoomed out vantage point. Let's take that. This is just another angle. Oh, okay. In this angle, you can see the tarmac there. You can see even some planes still taxiing what appears to be. Wow. I thought we were under the impression that there is a ground stop. From what we understand, there is a ground stop right now at Reagan.
That's crazy.
But right now, look at all of that emergency response. So this is shaping up to be quite the breaking news story right now. Remember, information is very preliminary and is very scarce. And that's what happens during these very fluid breaking news situations. All we know, according to DC Fire, is that a small plane has confirmed crashed. And we're also learning from Reagan Airport itself that all takeoffs and landings have been halted at DCA. They say emergency personnel are responding to an aircraft incident on the airfield, but the terminals remain open. So right now, that is what I'm grappling with. Is this small plane crash on the tarmac, on the airfield, or in the Potomac? Okay, DC police saying this, that Metropolitan Police Department, they're responding to an apparent air crash in the Potomac River. They say multiple agencies are responding. Details to come. Okay,
right,
so there you
folks.
have it. That answered my question on whether or not the crash took place on the airfield near the Potomac shore or in the Potomac itself. DC police saying the apparent air crash is in the Potomac River. And might
insane.
I add, I'm not trying to compare stories by any means, but mere weeks ago, at about this very time, we were over a similar scene
With that
at the
plane,
Arlington National Bridge that spans the Potomac, of reports that a truck had collided with a car and plunged deep below into the Potomac.
That's great.
And we learned later that the driver and the passenger, they were brothers, perished from that very crash when their car submerged into the Potomac on a very snowy, blizzardy, wintry night here. So that was the last kind of transportation accident having to do with the Potomac River that we brought you here. On Live Now from Fox, of course, this is an entirely different situation because it does involve now a small aircraft.
Yeah, shout out to Fox Live Now. I think that's it for me. I'm gonna keep an eye out on what's going on. We'll definitely report back tomorrow once we go check in with Cash Patel and Tulsi Gabbard's confirmation. I think that those are tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that they are. Anyway, my prayers go out to the families who have lost somebody today, and this plane crash or this crash is so unfortunate. It's your boy Kicking It with Timmy B. Thank you all for being here. Please have a safe night. Stay healthy, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye.